Hello and welcome back to the channel. Let's jump straight into the news together. First though, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Then comment as well. Thank you. I can't force Ayu to resign, Atiku tells Wike. Former Vice President and the presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party (PDP) Atiku Abubakar on Wednesday reinstated his position that Senator Iyorchia Ayu cannot be forced to resign as the party's national chairman. Atiku made the remarks while reacting to the decision of the camp of Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State to pull out of his campaign council. The statement read, "Early this morning, my attention was drawn to a news clip in which several senior and influential members of our great party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), addressed the press and, amongst other things, declared that they are withdrawing forthwith from the Presidential Campaign Council set up by our party to judiciously plan and prosecute the general elections set to hold in February and March 2023. On the one hand, and reiterated their earlier calls for the resignation or removal from office of the national chairman of our party, Senator Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, on the other hand. The people that address the press must have their reasons for withdrawing from the Presidential Campaign Council, and I will not speculate as to what those reasons may be. Personally, I am quite surprised with this withdrawal because, as I have been informed by officials of our party, apart from the Rivers State chapter of the party, all the remaining states of the Federation submitted names of people who they wanted included in the Presidential Campaign Council. On the calls for the resignation or removal from office of our national chairman, however, I must reiterate what I have said severally in public and in private. The decision for Dr. Iyorchia Ayu to resign from office is personal to Dr. Ayu, and neither I nor anyone else can make that decision for him. As to the calls for the removal of Dr. Ayu from office, however, I will state that as a committed Democrat and firm believer in the rule of law and democratic tenets, and our party being one set up, organized and regulated by law and our constitution, it is my absolute belief that everything that we do in our party must be done in accordance with and conformity to the law and our constitution. If Dr. Ayu is to be removed from office, it must be done in accordance with the laws that set out the basis for such removal. In any event, you will all recall that the very body that is empowered by law to initiate this removal from office has already passed a vote of confidence in him. Now, our nation is currently in the throes of a multidimensional crisis encompassing insecurity, economic meltdown, disunity and mutual mistrust and educational dislocations, to mention a few. I have a plan to address these issues, and I have graciously been given the ticket to lead our great party in next year's presidential elections with the singular mandate to come and lead the efforts to cure these ills. It is in this light that I have reached out to every single member of our great party to join me in the massive undertaking required to reset the ship of state and help rebuild our country. Every single person who loves this country as I do is needed for the arduous task that faces us ahead as a nation, and this includes every member of the PDP, and it is my fervent hope and prayer that every man and woman of goodwill will join hands with us to help rebuild and reposition our beloved country. In this light, therefore, I will urge those members of our party that have stated their resolve to withdraw from the Presidential Campaign Council to have a rethink, retrace their steps, and join us in these efforts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. V Media has so much in store for you wouldn't want to miss. Share, like, and comment also. Thank you. Continuing, Atiku said, "The above notwithstanding, and for the sake of our country, our children, and those yet unborn, we must not for 1 minute shirk in our responsibilities to rebuild this beloved country of ours. Accordingly, we must forge on with the task and the mandate that we have been bestowed with. It is time, therefore, to move on with the formidable tasks of nation building ahead of us. May God guide us all, and may God suit our great party and our dear country." That's the news for now, guys. See y'all soon. Bye.